Hi guys, this is Sarah. Welcome back to my channel, The Crafty Raven, and this is my furry feline Raven. Yes, we are still around. Hello. I would be thinking, if I were a YouTube subscriber viewing this channel, well, look who finally decided to grace us with our presence. I know it's been a while, and I'm super sorry. I feel horrible for being gone so long. I've really been having a hard time. I'm so glad it's the new year. Happy New Year, by the way. I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's Day. It has been extremely rough for me. I did not look forward to Thanksgiving Day or Christmas Day at all. Things have not really been resolved. Of course, I need to work better on my own side of things. So, that being said, it's a new year. I'm so glad this past year is behind me because it was literally just a giant cluster F of BS. And I'm hoping this year will be a better year for me and for everyone. I pray in the name of Jesus Christ in heaven. I pray this year is better for everyone. So again, my name is Sarah. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much for being patient with me as well. I have so much to share with you guys. I have so much I've been saving for giveaways. I wanted to do a giveaway for the holidays and for my YouTube's anniversary. That didn't happen because of extremely stressful things. But all I can say is that no one can hurt you like your family. No one. And it's been emotionally difficult for me. I've been talking to doctors, therapists, counselors, getting my medication needed, all that stuff. I've been only able to get support from one family member, almost two family members, kind of. The other ones, not so much. They're just very, very distant, even though they live within 10 miles from me. It's still rough. But anyways, I have some wonderful friends I've been spending most of my time with outside of work, and they make me extremely happy. We're all just about chill vibes, being nice to one another, having a good time, making sure everyone is safe, and making sure everyone is just cool. So I have so much stuff I plan on giving away as soon as I can catch up on my finances. That's another reason why I haven't been posting. I've been trying to catch up with my finances, and that's been difficult with all my previous hospital bills and everything. I have probably maybe 10 boxes worth of yarn I've collected to give away. I'm going to move the camera around just a little bit so I can kind of show you guys what I've been doing, because I've been doing some organizing as well, and you guys might want to see what I've been doing. So please bear with me. I'm going to try to go slow so you guys don't get sick. Let me see here. This light is plugged in, so I can't move it too far. But anyways, I have 3 bookshelves right here in my living room. 1, 2, 3. They're not completely organized yet. I'm still working on that. But the bottom shelf along each bookcase is all filled up with yarn I'm giving away to you guys for the channel. Here's another shelf right here that's full of yarn I'm going to be giving away. And that's not all. I have more yarn. I'm going to spin you guys around. There's my Christmas tree, one of my aquariums. It's just a microfiber tree. 2-footer, something small and simple. Okay, so I have a cabinet over here, other aquariums. Let's see, right there. Yep, that cabinet, that's full of yarn. Yeah. There you go, that's full of yarn. Alright, sorry guys, I'm going to put you back down. Sorry, give me a second. I'm sorry if you're getting sick. Sorry. I'm literally setting you guys right in the center of my knitting loom. I've been using my knitting loom quite a lot. I've been making hats and scarves. This is something also I'm going to be giving away. I'm going to be selling some of these at some point, but since I've been gone for a while, I really want to do a lot of giveaways and do some giving back. And I want to post a whole bunch of videos before I think about selling some stuff. Tax season is coming up, and I have an extra savings. I've been hoarding funds in we're all good. But here's a black and white, just a basic beanie. It's double layered. Just a basic scarf. And of course I made my own tags. Raven's Crochet RC. I always like to put hearts on my little tags. But these are those little clips that you can use, like the male and the females, and they'll clip together. So when I make the hat and scarf sets, when you put these away, so they don't get lost, you can snap the scarf and the hat together. And then you can literally just fold up the scarf and lay it together, and that way they won't get separated. But what I normally do, you know, if you don't have these snaps, you just fold the scarf up, and then you can stuff it right inside of the beanie hat, and that works too if you don't have the snaps. But some people don't like to do that because if you keep the hats stretched over other materials, over time that will stretch out the yarn and it won't feel as snug. So that's another reason why I like to put the snaps on my tags, so that way in case you want to snap them together, they won't get separated when you go to store them or move them or whatever. So there's a black and white. This one has silver glitter laced into the yarn. This is a very, very extremely pale flesh pink and a pale gray. I would say like an angel soft gray. And it's kind of like an ombre stripe a little bit. There's a little bit of antique mauve in there. They're just very pale colors. I think this would be really nice for a little girl. And there's the hat. Some of these I still have to tag, but I'm working on it. I actually have one in here that isn't finished yet. Like this one isn't finished, so I still have to sew the ends closed. But the hat's finished. And I don't remember what yarn this is. I think it might be from Hobby Lobby. I do know that because I buy a lot of my yarn from Hobby Lobby. I just don't remember the brand names of the yarn. I do know that this one was from Ice Yarns. It's one of those cakes. It's a Lion brand cake. I ordered it from Ice Yarns. They have cakes that are similar to Lion brands, but I'm pretty sure they're probably one of the manufacturers for Lion brand. This is just basic 4-weight acrylic black and white yarn. You can get it at any store. It's basic 4-weight. This is a 3-weight. This is a 3-weight yarn. I think 3-weight DK weights work perfect on the knitting looms. 4-weights are a little thick and chunky. I think they're perfect for scarves or neck warmers. A little thick for hats, for beanies, in my opinion. But I think 4-weights also do great for like stuffed animals or small little neck pillows, a knee pillow, something like that. 3-weights, I believe, are the best for making shawls off the knitting loom and beanie hats. This is a yarn from Ice Yarns. It is a 2-weight yarn, and I've doubled it up. But it's a very, very thin 2-weight yarn, so when I've doubled it up, it almost feels like a thick DK weight. So, and I've already tagged it, hence the scarf is attached to the hat. And this is an ombre effect with greens, green and golds, and then purples and reds. I kind of used 2 colorways, so it looks kind of Christmassy, but it also would go well for a man because of the colors. Doesn't have that much purple in it. It's mostly red and green. Here's another rainbow one. This is a 3-weight yarn. This is also a Lion brand yarn. I believe this was in a cake. I just don't remember the kind of Lion brand yarn it was. But it's a 3K weight. I've already tagged it. This one is completely finished. And then I've got one more. This one is one of my favorites. I did a striped colorway using a sparkly mauve pink with gray. And then this little strip here in the middle, this is Ice Yarns Picasso. That's right, it's one of those Picasso Ice Yarns. This colorway is 65710. If you have the 8-pack of Picasso, it's 65710. I don't know if it's still available on Ice Yarns right now, but there's some of the Picasso right there. I started with the gray, Picasso, gray, mauve, gray, Picasso, gray, mauve, gray, Picasso, gray, mauve. So just back and forth. and I think that looks gorgeous. And all of these hats, by the way, are double-sided. You can flip them in or out. And the scarf that goes with it is pretty much the same. There we go. That's a different hat, somebody else's hat. I just have a couple of tails to sew in and these two ends to weave in. But here's the scarf. I'd use the Picasso instead of the mauve and Picasso, because since the Picasso is so gorgeous, you can really see the colors better. It's fuchsias, light blues, charcoal black, lavender, lime green, a little bit of cream, like a creamy blue, like a cloud sky creamy blue, really pretty. A little bit of light pink in there as well. Very gorgeous. And that's just in between a simple 3K DK weight anti-peeling acrylic yarn that is also, I believe, a Line brand yarn. So these are going in a giveaway. I'm going to do, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm doing five giveaways. 5 separate giveaways for hats and scarves, because you can still use these for 2 months, maybe 3 months, depending on your climate where you are. And then, of course, I'm going to be doing the yarn and a bunch of giveaways. I have a bunch of 8 by 8 by 8 inch boxes, so they're pretty much squared. And those are going to be, when I start selling them, they're going to be $30 with free shipping. But in the meantime, I'm going to give away at least 5 of those. I'm going to give away 5 boxes and 5 hat and scarf sets. And each box of yarn is going to include an accessory and some patterns. Let me just go grab the box and I'll show you the accessories I've got. Okay. This whole box right here is just a whole, this is the size of the 8 by 8 by 8 box, so you can get a size reference. There's my hand, adult size hand, 8-inch box. That's how big the boxes will be. This is another scarf for giveaway. This is going to be a giveaway for a child. So if you are a cat animal lover and you have a child that loves this is just basic neutral colors, grays and whites, and there's black eyes. It's got cat eyes, and they're safety beads. They're snug and secure. I did not make this, by the way. This is knitted. I do not knit. This is handmade by someone else, a friend of mine. But it's got, let's see, there's the tail and the feet, and then there's the front. I think it's just so adorable, adorably cute. And I've never really had a child to give it to, and I don't really see my niece very often or my nephews. So I'm going to put this in a giveaway for a child, and it's going to be, I don't know if I want to include it in one of those hat and scarf giveaways or if I want to do it separate. I might do it separately just to be fun and do an extra giveaway. So the accessories I have Afghan patterns, crochet Afghans. This is from 2 months ago. You guys probably won't want that one. But I do have one that just came in the mail last week. I might throw in because I'm too broke to be purchasing yarn. And to be frank, I'm not gonna say exactly how much, but I spent at least a few grand on yarn. Not last year, but the year before. 2021 and 2022, I went yarn crazy. I'm all stocked up. I've got way too much to give away, and I have way too many projects I need to be working on, let alone works in progresses that are organized in the bedroom, which I still have yet to show you guys my yarn that I've organized in the bedroom, because I have not shown you guys that, and it is, so just hang out for a minute. A beginner sewing guide for Singer sewing machines. I'm a seamstress, well, my grandmother is, so I do a little bit of sewing here and there, so I'll be including some sewing books in there. If I didn't show this one, that's going to be included. Here's some spring florals. These have some, let's see if they have, yeah, they have patterns in there. Some spring floral patterns. Here's part of the design. I can show you a little bit. Isn't that pretty? So you can make little flowers like that, and then you sew them together into a sweater. And here's a picture of, here we go, picture of the back of the sweater. I think that's really cute. I don't have time to make that, let alone every project I ever want to make. There's another simple style sweater, like here's like a way you can put it together. It's like there's the neck and the two sleeves, and that's the front and the back. So that's pretty self-explanatory to me. There's also subscription forms if you want to order a yarn magazine, crochet magazine, or whatever. Let's see, what else do I have in here? Hirschner's. I showed you the Hirschner's. This is a great book from Ollie's. It's a Simply Sweet Crochet Boutique Designs for Little Girls. I thought it was super cute. They sell it for $3 at Ollie's if you ever find them. And there's some examples of what you can find in the book. Sorry about the glare. Okay, that's all I have there. Stickers, plastic bags for yarn. I put everything in plastic bags just in case your package gets wet. Here's a yarn tote bag. There's a 2024 pocket calendar. I've got some little writing notes and some extra yarn. There's some sewing thread of all different colors. Look how pretty. I'm not sure how many yards are on each spool. So you can see a size reference next to my finger. They're not very big. You have all these colors, and they're great for like small embroidery projects. And I wrote top on one side and bottom because it's the same picture on both sides. So that way you know which one is which. So you're not opening it up and you got the bottom up and the top down. That'd be a mess to clean up. So I think I might include this with the Singer Sewing Machine booklet. I think that'll be a nice, fun giveaway. I have just all kinds of knickknacks in here. Crochet hooks, little bitty, these little bitty pouches. You can put like little pins in, or crochet stitch markers in, or whatever. There's like a yarn crochet bag. I've got like little stuffed animals in here for kids. There's a cat lanyard. So for the cat scarf, I can include this cat lanyard in with the giveaway. Let's see, it says OCD, Obsessive Cat Disorder. I've got tons of these lanyards, so I thought that would be cute to throw in. And just little stuff like that. I've got sewing needles. These are great for like amigurumi or for sewing in your ends. And, oh, I've got a puzzle in here. Oh, look at this puzzle. Is it upside down? Yeah, it's upside down. Let's look. It's a puzzle of yarn. Anything yarn related or crochet related or knitting related, if I find it, if it's on sale, if there's a deal on it, if I've got the money, I snag it up, I throw it in this box until I do another giveaway. I'm always thinking about you guys, like seriously. There's crochet hooks in here, got pins with like multiple colors on them. I love these things. These things are great. Just little bitty toys and knickknacks I find for kids. Like here's a fish, it takes batteries. And it's waterproof. You can swim with it in the pool. You can put it in like a bowl of water. The kids can play with it in the bathtub. So, just that's pretty much all I've got for now. It's just a bunch of stuff I've been hoarding for you guys. Because I really have missed you guys. And I've missed not being around. And I've missed not sharing with you guys what I've been doing. Let's see. Just to recap. I got 2 root canals last month. I made friends with the dental assistant. I sold her some of my molly fish. I do sell mollies. I prefer to sell locally because I've never shipped fish before. But I think they're fun. They're really fun to have, especially for beginners, because I'm all about doing things the easy way. And these mollies, they swim all over the tank, all over the place. They're literally only $3 a piece. You have to buy them in a minimum of 3 because they're schooling fish. They're more comfortable. They feel safer together. So it's pretty much 3 fish for $10. And with that, you get a sample of food and a small aquarium plant. to help your aquarium establish with the bacteria that they've been living with. So with that plant, in case your aquarium is not already established, that little aquarium plant, I won't wash it off. It'll just be wrapped up with the bacteria that they've been living with in the aquarium. You just pop that right in your aquarium, and it'll help your tank establishment get established with the cycle system. But anyways, if you're not familiar with the, I think it's called the nitrogen cycle in the aquarium, I'll leave the link for that down below, because you'll need to research that, at least just the basic minimum if you're a beginner fish aquarium hobbyist. I've been doing it for a year now. I've had these aquariums for 13 and a half, almost 14 months now, and I don't ever test my water because I change the water once a week, and unless I see any problems, I don't do any testing. So I use the aquarium water for my plants. Live plants, by the way, they flourish with the aquarium water, and with all the leftover water I throw it in the grass outside, and that helps it a lot too. Any fish that die, unfortunately that happens. Fish only live for a few years. I just take a long pair of tongs and I carefully take them outside and I toss them into the grass right out front, because they're biological waste and they will help the environment as well. So enough about the fish. I don't think there's anything else I've got going on here. I might do one more additional giveaway, but that's going to be all of just like nothing but scrap yarn. I've got this thing almost full of scrap yarn, and I have another container that's twice as big than this. It's full of scrap yarn. They're actually large cakes. They're probably, my scrap yarn cakes, they're at least this big. And I have a cake winder, and they're all wound up so they're not going to be tangled up or loose or anything. And like I said, that container's twice as big, so I'm thinking I might stuff an 8x8x8 box with just scrap yarn. If anyone likes scrap projects, I will of course include some knickknacks in there and some patterns. What I also like to do is suggest different projects that you can do with scrap projects with scrap yarn too. I think that's really fun. Because whenever I shop for yarn, if I can't picture the yarn in a project, then I don't buy it. So if I don't have any ideas, if I love the color, if I love it enough to display it, yes, until I can find a project for it. But most of the time I try to buy yarn only if I can imagine a project out of it. So you guys have seen Raven. Yes, she is 17. She's still kicking. I don't think there was anything else I wanted to show you guys. Oh, one more suggestion. You guys know that the Christmas candy is on sale at your local stores. Check Walmart, Target, Big Lots, Ollie's, anywhere you shop, TJ Maxx, whatever. I love these little gift baskets. They look like they're knitted little gift baskets. This came with like a coffee cup, a box of chocolates, a little thing of coffee, French roast coffee. There was a thing of cookies with like a fruit filling in the middle. And then there was like a dark chocolate little cookie thin in there. And then like a little Christmas bow or display or anything. It was like originally like $14.98. Then it went down half off to $7.48 or something. And then now it's like 75% off, which makes it like $3.72. You get all that stuff with this beautiful little knitted basket. Go get yourself one. They've got them in white, red. I think there's black and white checkered. Not all of them are knitted, but they're beautiful baskets. And for right now, I'm using it for scrap yarn. I use this for amigurumi stuffing, or if I make small little pillows. It's great stuffing. When I make my little mushrooms, I have these on the agenda to make more of these. So this is nothing but scrap yarn inside of this. And this is, what yarn did I use with this? This is a Lion brand yarn. Let me go grab it real quick since I've got it in my hand. I'm talking about it now. This mushroom I made with ice cream yarn cotton blend. Yep, it's a Lion brand yarn. This is the yarn I used. Go to Lion Brand's website. I believe they still have this online. I haven't checked personally, but I would be checking for this. If nothing else, do a Google search. Ice Cream Cotton Blend Lion Brand Rainbow. It's a 3K, no, I lied. It's a 4-weight yarn. There's the label right there. It's a 4-weight yarn. These skeins are 225 yards or 206 meters, 3.5 ounces, 100 grams. It took me like half of one of these. And then the underside, I used a 4 worsted weight yarn with white, with colored speckles in it. And this yarn, I don't remember the colorway, but I bought it from Hobby Lobby. So you can look at hobbylobby.com and see if you want to buy the white with the colored speckle yarn in it. It might be Fiesta or Cotton Candy, something like that. Something fun. But yeah, I'm using this for scrap yarn until I might put crochet patterns in here. I could use it for crochet hooks. Just something like that. I'm just keeping it up there for now. And I know there's more I'm going to think of to share with you guys as soon as I end this video. I'm just trying to, let's see, remember. I'll go ahead and share with you guys my favorite thing I got for Christmas. It's from my aunt in Maryland. And in December, pretty much all year round, I bleed green because of the Grinch. It's like he's hiding in a Christmas tree. And he sings.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a geek.
And that's pretty much what everyone got this year, was just a Christmas card with the Grinch on it. Because I've had a rough year, somewhat distant from family, all the chaos and drama and BS I'm trying to stay out of. Everyone just got cards. The only gifts I really put effort into were my niece and nephew. I made a big play ball from like my knitting loom, the 22 needle knitting loom that makes the beanie hats. I made a ball, and then with the smaller knitting loom, I have it right here actually. This might be the 22 needle right here. The smaller one, I made like little snowball size balls. So this is the 22, and I believe the other one is a 48. I can't remember off the top of my head. But the large ball to play with, the smaller balls, snowball size, I made a few of those. They can gently toss in the house. And then I made him a hat and scarf. I started to make socks, but I ran out of time. Otherwise, I would have made him a pair of socks too. And then for my niece, I made her pretty much the same thing. But I got her this little battery toy animated plush yarn related toy that's like, hey, every time you see this llama, you see an animal, you're gonna think of me and your big Aunt Sarah that yarns and crochets. Yes, I yarn. I yarn balls and I have the hooks to prove it. Or I'm a hooker and I have the balls to prove it. Got that joke backwards, but you get it. I'm tired. It's about my bedtime. I'm usually in bed by like the late afternoon. Sometimes early morning if I'm exhausted. I still work the overnight shift. But my schedule does change from time to time, and it will be changing here pretty soon because now that the holidays are over, hours may be decreasing. They're going to be making some time adjustments and everything. We did get some new managers that came in. And one girl that came in, she is just kicking butt. Like, she's like working like she really cares about what's going on. She's a little strict and a little bit more on top of things than other managers are, but that's good. And I think we need more people like that to stay on top of things, make sure people are supposed to be doing what they're supposed to be doing, and everyone's just got their integrity, everyone's doing the right thing, yada yada yada, blah blah blah, yakety yak, schmack schmack. Okay, I'm done. I'm just so happy to be back, guys, and again, I'm sorry for being gone so long. If you guys have any suggestions, if you guys have any ideas on what you want me to show you, or anything you want me to talk about, other than everything I'm going to show you guys and share with you guys, which there's one more thing I told you I was going to share with you, my yarn in the bedroom. You guys have to see what it's like, but the lights are going to go out here for just a second, so bear with me. I'm going to take you guys in there and show you how I organize my yarn, and then I'll say goodbye. There's the living room bookshelves. And then in the bedroom, you ready? It's kind of a mess right now, but look at that. I had some co-workers come in last week or two, a few weeks ago. They actually came over to get a Christmas present that I made for her to give as a gift. And she came in here and her jaw dropped to the floor. And then I have all that yarn too. Yep. Here, I'll get a little closer so you guys can see. Then there's my serger. My serger's down there. It's still packed away. I haven't had a chance to use it yet. These are pretty much all multicolored yarns that I use the most frequently. That's a pillow that I made. Well, that's a pillow cover that I bought, but I pretty much made the pillow on the inside and stuffed it myself. And that turtle I bought from the fair. Those are my great-grandparents on my mother's side. And this is pretty much the yarn that I use most frequently. All of this down here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sections down here. Those are all filled with whips. Works in progress. And I really like to use these bags here. Let me just pull one out and show you. These bags are great. I ordered these off of Amazon. They are the size of a legal size letter or a legal size folder. And they're great for just medium-sized projects like a hat and scarf or a small shawlette or a small blouse or a pair of socks or, something like that. Some washcloths or a hand towel. I make small stuff like that, and these are great. They're waterproof, and they're great for, like, summertime use, baby changing clothes, the clothes get wet. This is great for all kinds of stuff. Take to the beach. I've got a waterproof bag with my yarn in it so it doesn't get wet. So, anyways, that's all I've got for now. But, I will be back with more soon. I will, because this is a new year, and I've got new stuff coming. So, I hope you guys are blessed. I hope you guys are safe, and I hope you guys are kind to one another. And please spread the love. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.